And we'll see what MCS can do here on their respective attacking side. And immediately we're seeing the dualies come out here for the party astronauts. Viz and Walco rocking those. Look, they worked their way into the meta of pistol rounds. Like, it just kind of happened, and we all accepted it, right? They got a little bit of a buff, but yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Like, I mean, dualies are definitely, something interesting. Like, I still don't know. It's a love-hate relationship for me. But you know what? MCS, they're not even going to mess around. They're just going to barrel into this site. They're going to try to get things done. They're going to get this bomb down. And actually, party astronauts, they're kind of on the backboards. And even now, Scorchy, the man that we were talking about, he finds himself this double opener. So this is a great position right now for MCS, John. They got themselves in a prime position.
They really do. Viz is going to get one. That's Goodbye, who says goodbye on the server. 2v2. Viz walking into the crosshairs of Scorchy. Scorchy can't connect on the shots. Finally does. And Viz will fall. Ben Leet, last one standing. 1v2. Still possible for him. He has the kit as well, so he has a little bit more time to hunt down these frags, but eventually it's going to run out. Scorchy closes the gap, and Scorchy on the fadeaway gets the headshot against Ben Leet, and he is the key. Yeah, I don't mind it. That's 4 players, I believe, in Donut here, so it's a firing squad against what will be Scorchy and Oxarka walking in. Scorchy, first contact, probably dead. Yeah, he looks the wrong way too. There's no damage taken by PA. Now they're going to charge out, likely into the crosshairs here of Oxarka, but Oxarka actually only gets 1. That's 2 guns on the ground. It should be a free site if they go to B, but MCS have to take the bomb all the way over from the A site towards B, and then they lose Snoofafu over around mid. Now a 4v2, and there are 3 guns on the ground. 2 of them have been retrieved. Ben and Walco are on notice with 14 HP combined, but MCS are not out of the woods yet.
Yeah, I mean, despite them having these guns, I mean, yeah, there is a HP advantage, I guess, right? Like you said, for Ben and Walco, they're very, very low. But again, they got to make sure they check their corners. God. And even Fang gets another one. Like, this is madness. And now Goodbye. He's going to be saying goodbye because he's not going to be able to find another kill. And party astronauts take it away by all of them just sitting down, having a donut. And they got themselves some guns.
That is, yeah, that's wild, honestly. The fact that they're able to get those first 2 pretty cleanly. Rifles that party astronauts get off the ground work out for them. And now, speaking of upgrades, they've got, I think, 3, 4 rifles brought over from that previous round. At least 2 that I can see. But either way, Viz gonna walk out here. He gets traded immediately, and then Walco gets traded as well, so this could be problematic for the party astronauts. They're trying to cut off the other 2 players from getting to the bomb site, and they do. It's messy. 1v2. Oxarka, the last one standing with 55 HP.
And this is interesting. He's actually made himself out of this. And OG Wizard, he hasn't spotted him, and Ben, he might get caught off guard here, potentially, but this is all about him. The shot. Oh my God, John! How did he duck this?
How does he get that timing? Yeah, he's on the site. That could be a plant. Ben's going to hightail it over to the site as Oxarka tries to stick this, and he will because Ben goes for the util instead. Doesn't expect the immediate stick. Oxarka probably dead here. Yeah, there you go. Ben gets the frag, but a bomb plant carried out of that round will certainly help the economy.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's when you get that pistol round, like, you feel pretty good. You're like, okay, look, we can maybe get some momentum, like you said, but that second round is just as important. And obviously, party astronauts, having creative setup, put themselves in a great way to getting it done. But look at even MCS. So now they've actually kind of avoided the B site. Now they're going to get into this A. Party astronauts tried to go a little bit more aggressive into middle, but now the full retake setup is here. Ben does find himself at least this 1 kill. Bomb's going to go back down. But you still have, the 2 rifles plus the AWP, but now Scorchy, he's starting to flame up a little bit here, John.
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, 4v3, nice, just straight execute. Kept it simple for MCS. It's not done yet. OG Wizard connects on a 1, and he knows another player's around the corner. He already saw the util. It doesn't matter. Oxarka a little faster on the trigger there up against OG Wizard, and now it's up to Fang and Viz here. Fang from Donut, Viz from A main. They might just call it off, and they are. Their money's not in a great spot. It's okay, but saving these 2 rifles will stabilize an always important CT economy.
Yeah, and honestly, I love the fact that, for MCS, they kind of just went back to a really basic strategy. They're like, look, let's just send it. We're going to go for a nice little bit of an A-pop on this. I mean, Viz is still picking up kills regardless. I mean, it's nice little consolation prizes, but honestly, I think for MCS, just trying something really basic. They get the donut smokes. They just kind of overwhelm Ben like he was the sole anchor. If Ben would have been able to find that double kill, that would have been way better for him kind of playing that role, because when you're kind of anchoring a site,
We'll see if the Party Astronauts can find their winning ways once more. It could be in this round. They did win on the full eco, don't forget, and this time they're going to have a couple of M4s around pistols, 2 USPs, and the Deagle for Viz, who's leading the scoreboard with 10 frags. Oh, they're walking into the stacked site here. Is MCS 3 players? I call it stacked, but 3 players are sitting here. Oxarka does take out Walco. Rifles are still up, but MCS has the control.
Yeah, and even Fang right now, he's actually going to get boosted here from Viz, so this is a really nice little bit of a stack. You can see, oh my goodness, they almost get the planter, but instead, he gets eaten alive here, and I was thinking Fang was going to be able to deny the bomb plant, but instead now, MCS, they have made things a little bit more interesting here, and I think even for Party Astronauts, they're not looking like they really want to contend with this, because time is dwindling once again. Ben's already kind of put himself all the way in the back of CT spawn, and I think MCS, they're going to have another round up in the grabs here for them.
Okay, OG Wizard tries to come out there. He didn't have a gun, so I guess it's okay for him to try and hunt. Viz, on the other hand, is stuck. So he's just trying to shoot his way out of here. Gets one, not the second, so another rifle falls. Not a big deal. I mean, it would have helped them for sure to have those 2 rifles, but saving one is enough to justify a buy-up in this next round, as MCS are going to take the lead 4-3 in their favor. Which, I mean, getting Bang up there into the lane and Ben so close up is going to help. Look where Viz is too. I mean, this is tough for MCS. It's going to be very, very difficult for them to get anywhere on this map. B or A. Good Molotov thrown at least, and Walco will get fragged there. Nice util. Viz sprays down 2. That should be enough with so many players close by, but no, it's not! Goodbye takes out Ben. Lead in. Scorchy finds Fang. OG Wizard does get one back, but he's actually the last one standing in a 1v3. Absolutely gorgeous maneuvering from MCS, and that is the cherry on top from Scorchy. Do you have a 2-man stack outside of A main? So we'll see how this fares. They've got the forward positioning. Mid is kind of a vulnerability. Although I'm, again, not sure it's going to matter either way for MCS. We'll see. Walco going to get one. Goodbye gets the immediate trade. Fang, along with Viz, are right up here. Viz only getting one, and losing Fang in the process is not going to be enough. 3v2 in favor of MCS, and they realized they put so much effort here onto this B site that A might be vacant, and they had sent a lurk way before then towards A, and now they decide, you know what, we're going to pinch in. We've got 35 seconds left. It's not enough time to really rotate back, so we're going to just pinch forward and probably catch OG Wizard looking entirely the wrong way. Oh, that spray's not great. He got the panic spray there last.
Yeah, that was a little bit of nerves kicking in there too. Like, look, he knows they're going against pistols too. Like, I don't know what he's a little nervous about, but either way, he does get it done. Now Ben's trying to see if he can catch them off guard. He does find that first, and the bomb is going to get denied a little bit, but ain't going to matter. I mean, 3 casualties. Oh, they're just going to send it. They're just going to send this too. No way. Okay, so MCS, they want to go right back to the old faithful. They're just going to run and gun it, but Walco right back into the rifling abilities, and they shut it down. Party Astronauts.
They still need 5 more rounds to secure this one, and oftentimes that can be very difficult to find. Let's see what the Party Astronauts can do here as we jump into the pistol round in the second half.
Yeah, and even actually, Sleepafter was able to find this first, and now Zarka. Oh my good God, it's just a blender. Just taking down all 3 players. Nobody shall pass, and now Ben all by himself just kind of looking at his screen like, what the hell just happened, boys? Like, how did we just get destroyed like this? And man, oh man, MCS on the brink of finding themselves the secondary pistol round, and that's going to be huge, John, just because this gives them a lot of ammunition to maybe even get close to double digits.
It's not over yet. Ben's still... No, it's over. Okay. 9th round picked up for MCS. Yeah, this is definitely becoming concerning for the Party Astronauts, and that pistol round wasn't a must-win, but it would have been nice for them to get something and kind of build up, take that momentum from the first half. And
it's all about this, right? Round 16 is a big one for Party Astronauts. If they lose this, I mean, this has got to be all she wrote then.
Alrighty. Smoke Pop gonna come through here with the nade. Zarka, there it is. Oh, the lineup! He's got 2, maybe a 3rd as well. Snufafu's pushing up. He's probably got Bentley on a platter, and he does. Oh my goodness. MCS are just not giving up any space at all here on Ancient.
Really waiting things out. They're just playing the retake. I like this. This is really good discipline. They're not just overswinging. They're not playing, you know, these aggressive angles. They're going to allow for Fang to get a little bit of false hope here for some space. Fang actually does get himself that one, and he can't seem to find the second. Good kill coming in from Goodbye. So now OG Wizard, a lot at stake here for 36 seconds remaining. He has to be able to find something big. No more utility. He's got the bomb. Should be able to find the spots to the barrel. Does get the kill. But now he's got 3 CTs waiting for him in spawn. And all it's going to take is for them to just swing this and just find every single different angle. OG Wizard does find one more kill before going to the grave, which is not bad considering what he had in his fate. This will be a big thing for them too, because a lot of teams do struggle when they're on this map point, but I mean, surely not. Like, we're talking like that would be 8 rounds that Party Astronauts would have to be able to climb back. Looking like maybe not the case here, John. Looking like they're still frag hungry, and they're getting things done nicely.
Yeah, Party Astronauts just falling flat here on Ancient. 4v2 in favor of MCS. Yes, OG Wizard and Bentley do have some good positioning here. The problem is they are surrounded. There is no retreat. There's only one way, and that's forward. OG Wizard spots a player towards long B, gets the frag onto Xarka. Okay. Some hope that they can pull this off now. Snoofafu has to stay behind this Molotov, but they don't clear it. They don't realize it doesn't go all the way to the corner. Snoofafu gets one for free, traded up by OG Wizard, who's still got a chance, but on the reload is finished off by Goodbye. A 12-1 run for MCS Gaming as they pick up map 1.
I'm honestly in so much disbelief. Like, I mean, again, I'm happy to see like the underdog story of, you know, MCS being able to find this map win.
We'll see if they can bring the fight to the Party Astronauts on a map that, of course, they're going to feel even more comfortable on. Not that they're bad on HNPA's 5-3, or now 5-4 after losing that previous one, but a lot more convincing on Mirage. Let's see how this pistol round goes. So far, 2-0 on pistols for MCS, and it could be 3-0 unless Fang and Viz come back and do exactly that. Oh my goodness. OG Wizard makes it a man advantage. Scorchy, what a shot onto OG Wizard, and Viz is up close here. Scorchy's gonna do it again. No, shut down by Viz. Ogura, last one standing, 1v2, still winnable. But he has to get this first fight, and I think he's just trying to fake out Fang. Or excuse me, Viz, that he's going through that window, and kind of successful, but now Viz has tucked himself into E-Box.
Yeah, a little bit tough because he was definitely trying to do the noise cue to cancel the plant. Like, I think he was hoping he could just fake it as long as he could, just buying some time, but unfortunately it doesn't work out for him, so now he swings, but he actually wins the engagement. Hang on, and now Fang with a P250. Hot diggity damn. A nice little one tap, and Party Astronauts finally get themselves a pistol round after losing the 2 on Ancient, but man, this thing was right down to the wire, and really good shots, again, from both these teams. Like we saw, you know, even this shot right here, not always the easy shot to hit, and I mean, that came right down to a 1v1 despite everything that happened.
Yeah, that's actually pretty wild.
All the eggs in this basket of B and just kind of sending it.
Yeah, just going to go straight in. It's not a bad idea. Goodbye's completely blinded. Snoofafu has utility in his hands and charging out blinded as well as Viz. He can't do anything, but Ben sneaks around Cat to get 2 throughout the chaos. Then Fang closes the gap against Scorchy. This is all Party Astronauts onto the B site. A bit of a potential comeback here by Ogura and Scorchy. Oh, excuse me, Ogura and Xarka. They've got 2. And now 3! Oh my goodness, are they gonna do it? They do! Xarka, what a recovery! He's all smiles, pumped up here, and they get their first on the board in a very unexpected way.
How in the hell do they make that work?
I don't know.
Oh man, what a great round for Party Astronauts. Like, again, like, I love that we see the 4-1 split. Ben played his role perfectly. He did the flank at the best timing. But this right here, this is the most strange part to me, because he actually jiggles it, but he goes a bit too far.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Xarka, 57 HP, might be the first casualty in this round. Still alive, 24 HP around the edge of that smoke, not the best idea. And finally dead. Viz, going to get that first frag. Snoofafu, immediate trade though, so the mid control has not been given up yet. And Scorchy and Ogura, oh my goodness, Ogura with a wicked shot from the boss. That's what you're going to be seeing more of.
They're really just kind of running and gunning a little bit, like in the sense that they're just going for these fights. Like, they're not really playing like a structured CS, I would call it. Like, they're just going for these fights. They think they're like, look, we can out-aim these guys. We can out-duel them. Let's just use that to our advantage. And look at the position we're in right now. This is a 4-on-1. Wolko has no position in the world. He has no good engagement for it. And MCS, they only lose one person in that entire fight, which was that underpass fight, which was pretty awkward. And all of a sudden, now we're back to a tie game.
At the very least, I'd be surprised if MCS challenged much here, but there's no frags. And there's 55 seconds left on the clock. Map control is a little sparse, let's say. I mean, yes, you have mid, but you have to get the players up through A main, excuse me, A ramp and Palace, not to mention they don't have the bomb. Ogura's going to get one here. 2 players left over on this A site. Ogura, they can't shut him down. Oxarka either. The 2 O's doing the work until Oxarka gets shut down.
The bomb's all the way in the back of ramp too, so
Yeah,
this is even worse right now.
I saw it materializing before we even got to this point, right? The bomb being left behind, and now you have the player on ramp. I don't even know if Ogura is aware of it. He might be, that the bomb is here because he's falling back.
Well, he is
Certainly.
now.
Yeah, definitely now. Line up as well, and he almost gets both. OG Wizard will get the headshot, but he doesn't have time. 13 seconds left. This is done. He has to charge out, and, I mean, odds are against him, and he decides to save. 4-2 for MCS.
Boy, oh boy. Yeah, and that's funny because, like, again, I was kind of seeing the bomb being dropped as well, and I was thinking, like, okay, surely Ben's going to go back for it. Like, we're not just committing without it, right? And then, once again, cut me off anytime, but I'm wondering, like, with these decision-making pieces that are happening right now, it kind of makes me wonder, is now Walco maybe starting to chime in? Is this where he's starting to go, hey, these calls aren't working, these setups aren't working, something different has to happen? Because right now, you can even see, like, Ogura, like, getting himself in a kill like that is great positioning. Party Astronauts finally get themselves at least sight control and a bomb down. I feel like we haven't seen that in ages.
Yeah, they do get that bomb planted. It is a 3v3, but the health is a little bit light here. Ben at 20 and Fang at 43. It's only 63 HP combined. We'll see how it goes. Tons of util for MCS2. So, like, this is for sure a retake that's coming through. Snoofafu moving in from connector. That will be an important piece, because if he finds one, then things really shift up. Smoke going to get tossed in front of Fang. Doesn't give away his position. OG Wizard and Fang do the job. Snoofafu and Goodbye are gone, and Scorchy is just going to have to save the AWP. Well done from the Party Astronauts. Despite being low on health, the positioning was strong enough for them to get back on the board with a third.
Going to be the rifles with the op still for save from the previous from Scorchy, but it actually does look like the CTs. They're going to put some pressure in mid now. They're going to try to see if they can bring this gunfight up close and personal. Ben's actually going to tuck away. He's not even interested in this fight right now.
Zarka, again, towards those stairs, kind of dangerous. Does get one. Does he realize they're close? He does! What a flick for him. He's still alive. Finally, Fang doing work, but he gets domed through the smoke by the one and only Snoofafu, who's up to 8 and almost tied with the leaders on the board, who are Ogura and Oxarka, but it has been more of a divided effort here for MCS compared to Ancient. Ben's going to catch Snoofafu snoozing along there over in connector, and this could quickly shift back into the Party Astronauts' favor. OG Wizard gets the reload off and a follow-up frag on top of the damage to Goodbye, who's in a 1v1, and I think he's dead. Yeah, that's it. Ben Leeds going to get the shot onto him. No chance for Goodbye, thanks to the efforts of OG Wizard.
Now we're going to see them on the save round here with just the pistols. So instead of them kind of going for a standard setup, they're just going to put the 3 players in B, kind of having this one player pushing underpass. So they're putting a lot more attention into this B site. And even right now, Party Astronauts are going fast. They're going fast and furious on the cat, and they're running into pistols, John. Oh, good God. It could be another trap once again. This is just maybe going to fall apart, but these AKs and these pistols now are starting to heat up. They're starting to cook.
Look, Ogura's got a chance here. Oh, hits the body shot, just misses the head. Ben Leeds secures it, but that was not comfortable by any means for the Party Astronauts in what was effectively just pistols bought up by MCS. In some cases, nothing bought up with the USPs. For a mid take, and that's exactly where OG Wizard will be going with the AWP. Trying to get the advantage here on the window player. Oh, he had a chance, but he misses the shot just barely, and a bit of spam from Oxarka will push him back completely. So mid-control retained, but here's the push from Party Astronauts fast into the B side. I'm not sure if this is going to work out. Snoofafu gets the first. Scorchy's right, rotating around. Goodbye. Manages to get one before Snoofafu falls, and it's a 4v2 with the Party Astronauts having 2 players that are still stuck in these apartments.
You still got OG Wizard here with the op too, and I mean Ben's going to be complimented with them, and I was going to say maybe Ben might have been getting this timing just to drop off of this, but now OG Wizard, he's got 4 people to go against. He could try to save this. It sounds like he might actually try to. Does fall back in a different position, hoping one of these players is going to swing for this, but they have no reason to. Instead, they're going to go for the double sack. This is beautiful. Easy kill, lined up nicely, and such good discipline, such good work on the team cohesion of this group.
Maybe. Valko's pushed up pretty aggressively here, so he's going to be joined by his teammates. They're going to go for a 3-man push. They're trying to fake A right now. That's the attempt. Question is, does MCS bite?
Oh,
they
no.
do. Oh, this might be hook, line, and sinker. Oh my goodness, they're completely gone. There's one that falls back. Goodbye's like, wait a second, guys. What's going on here? And he's dead. So, well, realized a moment too late. Well executed by the party astronauts to pull them back. Certainly not done just yet because it's the final round of the half. So MCS is going to fight as hard as they can to try and get this back.
Yeah, and even Walco, like, looking like he was maybe going to go for a bit of a cheeky swing onto this, but not going to be the case. And even Viz just picking up, you know, a nice little bit of a strangler kill. Walco, perfect timing with Ben throwing the flash, and Walco just annihilates them, getting a 4K.
For the party astronauts, already talked about it, 60% win percentage on their CT side, so trending pretty well for them to potentially push this one to map number 3, but MCS have proven themselves already in my mind.
Yeah, they really have. And now they're just going to do a nice little bit of a deep jungle smoke. And actually, look at how fast they win these fights, too. So they're able to get the double engagement. Bomb's going to go down. No smoke for the CT ticket, I should say. So OG Wizard been able to find himself a little bit of a duel. But now Ben's going to be able to swing out here, too. And oh, these pistols need to make a bit more of a connection. Smoke going to get thrown. Don't have the kit, though. That's going to be the problem. So they have to be able to get somebody to stick it sooner than later.
Oh.
And now it's all down to Ben. Looking for these fights. It's somehow John down to the 1v1. I don't know how the hell we're here. And now Scorchy's just making all the noise in the world. He's just hiding away in the smoke.
No kit.
Gives up his body, but no kit. I don't think there should be enough time, but I think actually... No, he's going to get it.
He's got
just
it.
Kidding. Yeah, just kidding.
I was a little worried, but looks like he's okay. I'm surprised that Scorchy goes for that fight that aggressively. I mean, I understand the smoke is up, so you don't know if he's sticking it, but yeah, he was caught off in a pretty odd position. And what looked like it was going to be an MCS round victory turns the party astronauts' way, and they have the lead back in their hands, 7-6. Well done from Ben. I mean, honestly, you know, he just worked around that smoke. Good patience. I highlight Scorchy being out of position, but I think Ben and the party astronauts have a chance to go on a little bit of a round win streak, but it will be a forced buy for the MCS squad, given the fact they got that bomb.
Yeah, and they're just going to go right up out the catwalk here, too. So actually, OG Wizard, again, using the A1S, only is able to find himself that one kill. Is with a nice little bit of a tag here all the way through A site, so just a nice little bit of a spam marino with the FAMAS. And trying to be the anchor as much as possible. He's getting tagged away, but oh my god, he still was able to get a kill as well. Okay, so party astronauts, they're doing a good job to find this. This should be a dead man walking here, or Scorchy, and indeed he will, but bomb's going to go down, so not too bad, but let's not forget, they put a full investment in this, so, I mean, really to find maybe only 2 kills, not looking the best.
Leaving things in doubt for the party astronauts, and they're just going to go for the straight execute again here. 3 smokes perfectly tossed as they charge in with the text. Could be dangerous. So Xarka, there's one. Maybe the follow-up as well. Yep, indeed. He jumps through, finally goes down to Fang, who's going to need a 3K spray down. That's exactly what he gets. Down to a 2v2 and a 2v... No, excuse me. Thought it might have been a 2v1. Here it could be. And it is, but it's in favor of the party astronauts as Goodbye is the last one standing.
Yeah, with a Glock in hands, not really. Now he does pick up the M4, thankfully, but now he's got, like, no armor to really work with. I don't know how he gets that kill. What is Viz doing? Now we're down to a 1v1 situation that doesn't need to happen, so now this is a coin toss. I mean, the health advantage here for Ben, but even then, oh my god, that does pan out very nicely for him because he got hit down to 53, but party astronauts survive another threat here from MCS, just barely. Goodbye's actually creeped himself out of a ramp here, expecting somebody to be on the safe site, but actually, the only closest person is Walco, and he's actually playing on the outskirts of a connector. And Viz actually gets himself a little bit more aggressive, and now we're starting to see the party astronauts. We definitely know Scorchy does get himself a little bit of a pickup here, John, but really doesn't mean a whole lot, because look at how scattered they are right now.
Yeah, and on top of it all, party astronauts go aggressively into mid. They get that flashbang thrown by Ben. It leads to a peek from Viz. And then they see nothing, so they're going to... Oh, that nade's going to be chonky. Yeah, Goodbye down to half health off of it. And I mean, they have 3 players waiting to greet both of the MCS players that are coming up here. What is the plan? You've got Ogura in the apartments. Maybe he throws the util and tries to pull the rotation. Flashbang out, jumps out. Certainly information going to be gained, and that, oh my goodness, that's massive. That's absolutely huge. Ogura gets one. Goodbye, the follow-up onto OG Wizard. And now things have shifted completely as Goodbye gets another one onto Ben Leet. Walco, the last one.
again, Party Astronauts were in a strong position. They were doing the right things, going for the mid control, just kind of, you know, being able to win some engagements, but just again, being able to throw the fake and just catching some of the CTs on those rotates in the midst of running has allowed them to grab the 7th round. So a job well done here for them.
All right. MCS trying to fight their way back into this second half. Molotov's going to get tossed for top mid. Bang, waiting behind the smoke. Oh, I was going to say, I think they're going to spam that. Not the best spot, and they absolutely do. Instant headshot. Bang, gone. Snoofafu. Oh, that nade pop didn't even favor Viz, and it was the CTs who did it. Snoofafu!
No.
Oh my goodness, going for the spam through the wall. It would have been ridiculous if he pulls off another one there. I mean, Party Astronauts are reeling at this point. It's a 5v3. They have no idea where MCS could be going. Wildcard gets caught out in no man's land, and now it's a 5v2.
Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, again, these timings are just picture perfect right now for MCS. Like these fights that they're going for, it seems like MCS always seem to have that like slight, you know, 1 second advantage or half a second advantage. Like just seem to be like a little bit ahead of Party Astronauts. Ben and OG Wizard, honestly, on a 2-on-5, not going to be worth it. Yeah, you can already see OG Wizard said, yeah, I've had enough, I'm not doing it. Kind of a little bit of a fumble on the jumping, but man, oh man. This is now a question of Goodbye's actually going to predict this. He will not. Oh, okay, OG Wizard. Yeah, get it out. There it is. Why not? Get some extra coin in the pocket.
Yeah. Well, that's all he's going to get into this round. At least it'll help their economy, and maybe he can drop and buy up for himself. But as it stands, it will be an 8th round for MCS, and that's just a footnote on the round because they played fantastically here. Once more. I mean, it even goes back to that round where they got that beautiful fake onto the B site a round to go.
He was a little bit caught off guard, but in that kind of a case, he was able to use some good utility with his teammate, just with really stunting them. OG Wizard, a bit of a swing and a miss though, but still gets another chance. Good more utility damage maybe thrown here from Party Astronauts. You can see MCS. Now they're in a bit of a bind. They're in the middle. They're in connector.
I think this time he'll have the advantage, and, well, he does. Yeah, he's fragged, and everyone's tagging him and bagging him here for the Party Astronauts. Only Ogura left in a 1v4, and the Party Astronauts leave him no more space to move forward. So, I mean, as mentioned, the beginning of the round, well played by PA not to lose a body, and they forced MCS back. Great utility onto Scorchy in particular, who was down very low. Then they forced them back. And look at the space that Ben is taking here in the apartments. Could get dangerous if he goes too far. He is going to stop right at the corner in front of Kitchen. Ben, good angle. Ooh, peeks it, and that wasn't the best. Goodbye. We'll get the opening frag here in the round for MCS. Molotov thrown as well. They're trying to make it look like they're committing B. I don't know if they're actually going to, though. Smoke gets tossed for Cat. Excuse me, not for Cat, for Market. Bang once again that space. They are going to go B. Viz is waiting at Ben. They overlook it completely, and Viz, the 3-piece Scorchy, finally gets it back. And then Ogura will get Walco. Hold on a second. Down to a 2v2 from what was a 4v2 in favor of the Party Astronauts. That just melted away.
Fang, look at this position he's in. He's going to be able to get this timing, maybe. Oh, God, no.
No.
Looks like a little bit of an ultimate situation. Maybe no. Instead, this time he actually makes the shot. So now Ogura has to do something big, and he's finding this first headshot. But OG Wizard casts a spell and gets Party Astronauts another round right down to the wire of a 1v1 situation once again. And now they got themselves a little bit of a lead.
Oh, boy. That got way too close for Party Astronauts, and especially like the rifle swinging an op that close, you kind of favor the rifle. The op needs to be picture perfect, and in that case, OG Wizard was. 11-9 for PA. MCS make it close again, so the economy is anything but comfortable here. Definitely justifiable for MCS to go for the full-on force buy, especially on T side. Scorchy over at A ramp. So, I mean, this is an interesting setup for MCS. It could be problematic for PA if the Tech-9s pinch in at the right time from both sides. They got to wait out the smokes first before they go for this. Or maybe they're just going to charge through. Oh, Fang's in trouble. I mean, he's got support from the Cat players, and the bomb is there. Fang actually catches Scorchy, not checking his corners. Finally, he's run down, but the damage, I think, has been done. Has it, though? Snoofafu gets a couple. Oxarka Fragged by Walco, and look where the bomb has gotten.
What?
Sufafu gets damage and fragging onto Walco. 2v2.
Oh, man.
Oh,
man.
no.
The noise cues. And even Ben was getting caught off guard a little bit, too.
I have no idea.
This is insane. This round is all over the place right now. And look at Ben. He's trying to figure out, like, where the hell do I go? Like, I'm stuck on catwalk, and everybody's just one player on cat, one player towards B now. He has to hit the shot, and he's going to be able to, but at least the trade is there. Down to the 1v1 here, John, with 20 seconds? Surely not.
I mean, the problem is he has to go back into the apartments and get the bomb. He's got the cover here from Market because OG Wizard's playing window. He fakes the plant, goes for the fight, but OG Wizard, again the hero for the Party Astronauts in the 1v1, pulling it off, smiling a little bit, saying, all right, guys, ratchet up the pace and catch off the Party Astronauts, and that's exactly what's happening here. They're already out towards the A site, still a minute 30 on the clock, and you have Ogura at Tetris jumping across. He gets caught up by Walco. They overlooked that balcony position, and they are dropping. OG Wizard and Walco with a couple. Ogura's got a pretty good spot. Like, there's one from him, but now they know he's there. Does it even matter? Oxarka manages to collect Viz, and Ogura's just working around the map. It looked like the Party Astronauts had control, and they still might, but it's down to OG Wizard again. Can he make it 3 in a row in the 1v1? The Molotov just wide of finishing him off, and now a flashbang toss by Ogura. He knows exactly where OG Wizard is. OG Wizard looks away from it and can't hit the shot. OG Wizard denied the 1v1 clutch this time as Ogura keeps hope alive for MCS. You're probably going to have, I think it's Goodbye or Snufafu there in Palace trying to fake some movement there towards the A site, but this is actually really problematic. OG Wizard along with Fang are already up in here. It's Walco and Fang, yeah, and they get the bomb. Fang, nice frag, Goodbye with the headshot onto Walco. How has this even happened? This was just only pistols for the Party Astronauts, and MCS completely overlooked the players pushing out. They've lost the bomb, and PA have a chance of closing it out here because of the position that they've gained. Oxarka very strong in that fight against Viz, which helps, but they still have to fight back and get to that bomb with Snufafu along with Scorchy in a tough spot. Scorchy's gone. Bentley's somehow alive, and he gets the follow-up too. 2v2. They still don't have bomb control.
How has Ben done it again? He's sitting at 21 kills, and he's just dodging bullets like Neo in the Matrix, man. Goodness, man. And now with a double kill, this has come down to the 2v2 with 25 seconds. The bomb's going to be up for grabs here for MCS.
They have to go A.
And they have to. Like, this is the thing. Time is the essence here. They have no time to make any sort of a second guess. They have to commit to this. Ben just has to get himself in a position where he at least takes the bomb carrier, and this should be done and over with. The 9 seconds going. They have to be able to find this kill. It's going to be over. I don't think there's enough time, and my God, they miss it.
No, there's no time.
And Party Astronauts, they're going to take this second map in such the most weird and NA way possible.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't understand that. That is the weirdest outcome for that 24th round that we possibly could have gotten. It was 90% overtime. Like, there's no real world where that ends up being a victory for the Party Astronauts in round number 24.
Look, we get Party Astronauts on the T side. They're going to play this nice and slow, but MCS, they're fully ready for this. They have 3 players ready to go, John, so they have the best read, and Scorchy is up close with these dualies.
Scorchy, oh, beauty. Beauty! 2 in a row. Scorchy going to eventually get taken down, and it is down to a 3v3, so those 2 nice shots might not mean anything unless there can be a follow-up here. And Bentley's got the advantage, swinging around the corner against Ogura. OG Wizard finds Oxarka, and Goodbye manages to get at least 1 here. And the other 2 players are stuck on the outside. Oh, that's dangerous. Bentley, if he goes down here, then it's down to a 1v1, and not to mention Goodbye is the kit, but Ben will not fall. He will prevail as the Party Astronauts pick up the pistol. Look at that mid-control. Like, that's ridiculous how deep the Party Astronauts have already pushed in there. And you have 2 players rotating around towards that B main area. That is with the bomb, though. So if it gets spotted by Oxarka, there's a bit of trouble. Goodbye, good positioning. Gets 1, not the second. Great trade, and Fang catches Oxarka looking the wrong way. He is not the bomb carrier either, so they don't know that the bomb is headed towards B just yet. I mean, they have to have an inkling. That'll be the final destination, and eventually with Ben pushing out of Palace here, gaining more control, realizing there's a flank on. Well done, great awareness. It will be Party Astronauts with full control now of this site in the 4v1. Ben was ridiculous on Mirage, and it's continuing here onto Anubis.
Yeah, he was somebody that we don't really get to see him putting up like high
No,
numbers,
yeah.
right? That's a really nice thing that he was able to have on Mirage, like a map I never would have thought that's the map where he's going to put up some decent numbers, like over 20 kills, things like that. But look, I mean, I'm all for it. If Ben's going to be able to have himself
MCS wanting to rock that. Bang. Moving forward, sees the space. I'm not sure if he spotted the player or not, but either way, Ben's just going to charge through from camera, or excuse me, from A main, and Viz will get a frag alongside Ben. That was very clean for the Party Astronauts, and they're going to get the plant. I think MCS are on a save.
Look, I'm all for, creating a little bit of an, difference of a play here and being a little creative, but I'm not sure if I would have done that myself, but that's okay. But MCS, maybe they got something else a little bit more afoot, and now the M4 is going to go down, but now they just got to keep these ops alive. Scorchy does find himself this one, but now the rifles are just on the full hunt, and they can't even save them either. So Party Astronauts, they ain't leaving any sort of room right now for MCS at all. Yeah, they're not even making this full decision, too. They're doing a great job on just kind of biting in right now for MCS. Like, look at 3 players are now going to try to recontest this. They're going to just swing out of A main with these MP9s. They're not even going to use utility. They're just going to go dry. So they get the 1-in-1 trade here, but that's not really the best situation for them. Now Party Astronauts, once again, they're going to throw this nade exec into mid. Now they're going to drop. They're going to go towards E-Box. So now goodbye. He has to be able to hit this shot. He has to make a connection. This is important. Oh, dear God. A fresh haircut for Ben. Goodbye's trying everything in his power here with the silver bolt to make some kind more of connections. But now he's going to get mollied out. Big swing from Walco. Finds the double and eradicates everybody in his path, leaving it just down to Scorchy on a 1-on-3.
Yeah, that's beautiful utility usage. I mean, the Molotov putting pressure there. I think it was extinguished afterwards, but it didn't matter. It was already enough for Walco to get a 2K. And now it's up to Scorchy, who does manage to finish off Fang. Could get the follow-up. No, OG Wizard is having none of it. 6-0 in favor of the Party Astronauts. And, I mean, it got close, and it wasn't that much brought into the round from MCS, so credit to them again.
I kind of wonder a little bit here, too, and, like, maybe the gas is out of the tank a little bit here, too. Like, I mean, again, don't get me wrong, CT side, very difficult, but we're definitely not still seeing that stellar performance that we saw from MCS. It's looking like things are a little bit more flat right now, and they're kind of just surviving, and even that, it's not working.
Oh my gosh, Party Astronauts trying to go fast here. Fang blindsides Oxarka. Goodbye, left by himself at the back of the site. He gets Utilette. It's not a good time. Walco manages to get the immediate second. Scorchy with a trade on forward. It is still a man advantage for the Party Astronauts. A light one with Fang down to 8 HP, but they've got the control they need to secure a round victory here, and not to mention the economy is so rough for MCS that they might second guess themselves. They still do get a frag there, so that'll push them forward a little more convincingly, especially with Fang still low, but it just doesn't matter. The positioning's just too strong. Although Viz gets a TK, he does bring it down to a 1v1. Scorchy with the up, hits the shot, and he will clutch it out for his squad. Thought PA had it, but no, that TK certainly not helping the Party Astronauts as Scorchy capitalizes and gets the first round on the board.
Yeah, and he was playing so wide on that too, so really interesting. I think we'll be able to catch it here on the replay after, but again, really good work from Party Astronauts, like Fang just clearing things up, and even Walco able to find himself something. But near the end of this engagement, I'm kind of surprised because, I think it was Viz, he was the last one remaining. And
oh, it's just unlucky.
It really is, I know, but like it just seems like in this position right here, you're so like wide open like that. But again, I guess you wouldn't expect somebody to hit a shot like that with an op.
And now, Party Astronauts leaning in the other direction towards the A site. Oh, wow, they're already on.
Yeah, they're already there. Blink of an eye, right? They're just like, oh, okay, they're here. And there we are. Party Astronauts have landed in the A site once again. And I don't know, MCS, a tough one to be in. They got some of that utility available from Goodbye, but all they have is the smoke and the flashes. They have no Molotovs to flush any of the players out, but they're going to try for it. It looks like they're going to commit to this, John. They want to try something big here. I don't mind it. Things are really starting to lose track for them. Look at these AKs. Full connections, and it's just a massacre. And this is going to be Party Astronauts once again. Going to be able to find themselves a 7th round, and it looks pretty convincing, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, look, the loss bonus is only 2,900 in that round, right, for MCS. So I'm not sure I follow with that heavy commitment back into the site. I understand maybe going for a little bit of a poke and a prod and trying to see if you can get one, but fully committing on that retake is...
So for them to try like that, pretty different, but I'm wondering, you know, if they're running out of ideas. Now, Ozarka's going to actually swing out of B main, and he's just going to put a hard holding W right now to see what he can do, but that flash from OG Wizard, oh, he's blind as a bat, and now you can just see, like, even his expression on his face on the cam, he's just pissed. Like, they're just figuring out that nothing is working.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, look, Party Astronauts are putting on a bit of a T-sided clinic here on Anubis. Goodbye. Oh, OG was watching this. Bentley's right there. I mean, it feels like there's very little chance of Goodbye doing much of anything. He's got the push from main to help him out, and Snoofafa gets a couple. Thing is, PA's good for the trades, and tons of damage done onto both Scorchy and Snoofafa means they only have 89 HP combined, and the B side has been lost. There is one problem here for PA. They don't have the bomb. The bomb is in the hands of MCS. So maybe MCS can still pull this one off. A little bit of a spam coming through there, hoping to connect on a frag. It doesn't happen. Bang. Perfect timing. Takes care of Snoofafu. That leaves only Scorchy, and his position is now known as well. Bang, gonna throw that smoke, grab the bomb, and then they're gonna plant it towards... Or
yeah,
maybe... Yeah. No.
Does he even go for it? Like, that's the thing. I was like,
yeah.
I feel like no. And I mean, even the hunt right now for Walco, he's going to try to cut everything off through mid. He's going to have this noise cue, so he's got all the information on this. So this is huge from Walco. He's already doing so much investigating on this. He's going to have a free kill. There it is. Yeah. And that's going to be an op gain for them if they decide, and they will indeed.
Better. Oh, I know I say that in a series that it definitely didn't, but overall, it's getting better for them in terms of that consistency coming through, and I think that comes with some forced roster changes, but I feel like Walco overall will be a strong secondary voice on this team, and maybe that's helped here onto this map. It's not over yet, though. Oxarka gets the first, Viz with a nice trade, and we have a 4v4 on our hands with a lot of aggression coming through from MCS once more, this time into water. Now they're falling off of it a little bit. Snoofafu's still up close, but eventually they say, okay, well, let's get back to this B site because it's a little bit vulnerable, and Walco could punish them here. Yeah, he absolutely will. Nice spray down onto Oxarka. He does get headshotted down to 13 and eventually finished off by Snoofafu, but he gets the information that two players are towards B in what is effectively a 3v3.
They're actually getting a little bit outstratted right now, so Party Astronauts taking their time. They still got 40 seconds to work with. Now MCS are kind of realizing, okay, look, let's move things along a little bit. Smoke into Temple. That's going to block off here. Snoofafu, and he's not going to find anything at all because he's a dead man before he's able to find anything at all. And again, John, MCS in the worst position in the world. Both players are split apart from each other. A swing coming in from OG Wizard. You got to save it. I mean, I know it's a FAMAS, but it just ain't worth the effort now.
Yeah, that felt like in my mind, it felt like a gamble that MCS are taking, saying, okay, guns and we keep them for the following round. But instead, they go back into the fight and lose all the bodies. Now they will save one M4. Very commanding lead from PA, and it could get worse for MCS if they're not able to recover into that final round of play here in this first half. Ogura does get a couple, okay? Some bodies collected on his side. Does he survive? That's the important part. Oh, a missed shot, and no survival. No gun saved in a situation where MCS don't have that much money. So this buy-up is going to be scrappy. It still will feature rifles, but ay.
Party Astronauts utilizing their game plan, the maximum effort here. And last round of the first half we go, and I mean, for Party Astronauts, honestly, sitting at a 10-1 is a huge lead. If they can get themselves with 11, I mean, this might be all she wrote. I mean, it's already looking like that could be the case, but you can already see Wilco's got himself into mid. Look at how fast he's able to win this. How does he get these 2 kills? How does he get away with that? That is just so unforgiving, and now MCS is trying everything they can, but John, it's not looking good at all. Everybody's just dropping to the floor. Ben finds a kill through the smoke. And yeah, Ozarka's got nothing to work with. 13 HP, and he gone. And now Party Astronauts with 11-1 as we go in that second half.
Yeah, that's bad.
Anubis not looking like that might be one of their maps, but look, things could turn around if they can find this pistol round, and they're on the T side now, and okay, there you go. It's going to be the double S's here. They're going to slither their way into A main, finding the double. Already losing Viz and OG Wizard. Oh, this is a good little bit of a flank. The Glocks are just loading the kill field here, John. And yeah, Party Astronauts, they might not be able to find themselves much success here with these pistols. I was thinking they could have been dead even here in the series, but looking like MCS, they want to maintain their lead here with all the piston round wins.
Yeah, and I mean, look, it's pistol, so I think the Party Astronauts thinking it's 11-1, now 11-2, not a big deal. 3 players, speaking of threes, on that B site. That is the right one for them to be located on because MCS appear to be applying a ton of pressure in that direction, at least for now.
Yeah, that nade actually does pretty good damage against OG Wizard. He's still going to contest for this, and oh, Snafafa is able to have himself a nice little bit of angle. Good spray to able to find himself a double kill. So now MCS has gotten themselves a couple more duels, and now Fang, he tries to get a little bit more aggro, but goodbye! Waves to 2 people, and now this bomb's going to go down. Viz is just going to go, you know what? I ain't doing it. I'm going to keep my M4. I'm just going to hang out. We'll have to see this round. I mean, it's going to be OG Wizard. I want to see what we can find for this op. I mean, this is what we talked a lot about. He needs to be able to find something of a difference maker. He has to be the playmaker on this. Like you said, you know, he went for the E-box peak a little bit earlier on. Didn't work out for him at all. Now looking like his teammates are going to push through A main, and Sufafo just he's able to find one through this, sniffs him out, and now Fang does get the trade at least, but again, I mean, this is still a really good advantage right now for MCS.
Yeah, OG Wizards is going to be a key piece here, I imagine, if they start the challenge towards mid with this peak. Oh, there it is! OG Wizard connecting on to goodbye. Man advantage for PA, so the pressure is on for MCS. Oxarka sees that Molotov land at his feet, pushes back just a touch. We'll see if that moment of hesitation, forced hesitation, I should say, will cost him. And you see the Party Astronauts trying to reinforce this position. Ogura, flank coming in. He slipped through the gap, and he does get traded, but Oxarka finds one right on back. Oh my goodness, Ogura. Last time he did that was on Mirage, and it was a crazy round for him that led to a round victory. This time, well, it's still in doubt, down to a 2v2. But man, oh man, he has been a smoke criminal.
He really has. I mean, this flash is going to be important because OG Wizard, I thought he was going to save it just a little bit longer here for Fang just to be able to make the play. But now they're kind of split apart from each other, right? So the one on the back of CT, one towards B main. Fang, he might actually get this timing, and indeed he does. Zarka now, he was a little bit quiet earlier on in the first half, and now he's starting to really have his shining moments. Down to the 1v1. This Wizard needs to cast a spell. He goes for the fake defuse. Zarka's not even biting on it at all. Oh my god, and he does! And there's going to be enough time here for the defuse. I was thinking, no way that he's just going to hold off like that.
That is so close. Half a second left for OG Wizard on the defusal. Oh my goodness, the 1v1s this man is winning for his squad have been the difference maker.
Yeah, that was huge. Party Astronauts needed a big play, and OG Wizard finally delivering something big. There's something we talked a lot about for what he can bring to the table. Now MCS, they're going to go for the full B exec onto this with just 2 players, and I was thinking maybe a little bit more, but actually a one-on-one trade, not bad. But that bomb's going to go all the way around here, John, so it is a good fake, but now they got to get moving. They have to do something differently, but this smoke is blocking everything in their path. Viz, he has to stay alive, and oh dear God, he's right in the grave.
That is so well done. Thing is, they still got Walco here. Good flashbang thrown. They're hoping he peaks. The AWP of Scorchy is hungry for blood. They need it. Otherwise, this one's over. There's Snufafu. Headshot onto OG Wizard. Both players from the same angle. This could be problematic for MCS. It is! Walco and Ben get 2. It's only Snufafu trapped behind Pillar. And Ben will finish it off. The IGL, who had 20 plus frags on the last 2 maps of the series, has helped lead his team, both in the calls and in the stats, to victory here. 2-1 as they advance and eliminate MCS Gaming from CCT NA Online Series number 4.